Suzuka is here, and I think we should. Let's start on this pod with predictions, right? Uh, Always a fun time, right before the weekend, to see where we land, where our predictions land, and so let's start with quali. Um, Pole position. Who do you have, Aniket?
Uh, I don't know, man. The McLarens are just too quick.
Hmm.
So Suzuka has been a good track for McLaren. It was a good track for McLaren, I think, last year, although they did not perform well. But knowing the car this year,
Yeah, I think it's a good overall car as well.
it's a good overall car, right? So I'll probably pick Lando for pole this time.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with a hopium take. Uh, you know what's
It's,
coming.
I mean, we are like Ferrari fans, but we are like basically, going against Ferrari. So
Yeah, that's what I'm
it's
saying. I'm going to go with the hopium take. I think I think the car is good. The Ferrari is good. Like we saw in the sprint in Shanghai, the car definitely has a lot of pace. It's just that Ferrari again screwed it up after the sprint race and completely upset the balance. But I think hoping that we have 3 practice sessions this week, right? So it's not a shortened practice weekend like Shanghai. So I'm hoping with that Ferrari gets 3 sessions to absolutely nail the car. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Lewis Hamilton pole.
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
And we hope it comes true, but not counting our chickens just yet because Ferrari, we have no idea how they're going to turn
yeah,
up
that
in
is that is
Suzuka.
true. Ferrari
Because
is
they just have a weird behavior of changing the car every session. So we don't know how they're going to be after FP3 and stuff. But I really hope it comes true. Ferrari need some confidence booster after the double disqualification. They need to score some
yeah.
points because they're losing far too much ground in these first 2 races. A lot and make sure they're back at the top. So yeah, I would love Lewis Hamilton obviously to get a pole. It could be Charles Leclerc also. So either of them gets it. I think one of us. Obviously McLaren the favorite, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Ferrari. You never know, and as a stream sees it now, it's Ferrari, man. The uh, yeah, look at Mister Mamma Mia Pasta Man getting
Yeah.
all depressed.
For those listening on the pod, this is basically Mr. Mamma Mia and the famous the pasta meme when he
Yeah,
has a gun pointing to his head because Ferrari have been that bad over the past few years. Over
yeah,
a
gun
long time
pointing to
now.
the head, pasta the bullets.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're listening on the audio pod and you're confused what we're talking about, just search for Ferrari pasta meme. The first result is from r/Formula Dank is what you're looking for. All right. Okay, so yeah, I guess there's a prediction for quali. So Aniket has Land Norris on pole, and I have Lewis Hamilton. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll get a completely new pole today. Maybe Max Verstappen gets pole. Never count that Dutch guy out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it? I agree.
Okay.
And how about home hero Yuki Tsunoda
Home hero
on
Yuki
his Red Bull debut?
Tsunoda. Hmm.
Okay, we'll do like instead of okay. Our next question from my side is basically
Hmm.
where will Yuki Tsunoda finish and where will Liam Lawson finish? Let's predict that.
So let's continue with quali since you're talking about quali.
Yeah, let's do quali. Let's
Yeah.
talk about where they'll end up in quali first.
Okay, I'm going to go with I don't know. It feels like a hot take. It'll probably be a cold take when if it actually pans out. But considering how hard the Red Bull is to drive, and I don't think in 2 weeks there will be a significant improvement in the drivability of the car. But I think Yuki will still do better than Liam Lawson in his first 2 races. So I'm saying, yeah, I don't know the exact position, but I think Yuki will land in Q2 and I think we'll see
Yeah.
Liam Lawson in Q3.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Liam Lawson
I
is
was
going to be
just
the
going to
top
ask
10.
you if Yuki will crack Q2 and basically head into Q3 or not.
I don't. Yeah, I think he'll not go into Q3. I think that car is just garbage right now. For anybody that's not Max Verstappen, and with Max himself complaining the car is hard to drive, I don't see how Yuki can, do much better. But I think he'll definitely be better than Lawson because he has more experience. So I think that will come good for him. Now with the home crowd cheering for him. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
I
think.
agree. I think the
What about
home
you?
crowd will make a big difference, and definitely he'll try to push that car as much as possible. And I do believe he'll do a better job in it than Liam Lawson did.
Hmm.
But I'll probably have the same take. Maybe Yuki gets into Q2, misses out on Q3, but Liam Lawson gets into Q3 because he knows that car. He knows what it's capable of.
Yeah.
And Racing Bulls have done very well this season.
Yeah, that car is
That
good,
car,
man.
that is a Q3 car probably every race.
Yeah.
So I think that's how it'll shape up to go. But Yuki should not lose hope or something. If he gets into Q2, it's like a well-earned achievement
Oh
driving
yes,
that.
absolutely.
And then it's all to play for in the race. So yeah,
Yeah. How have the racing bulls done actually? Just a quick detour.
I think last race they did well, right?
So in
In
China
China.
qualifying, both racing bulls were in Q3. And in sprint quali, Yuki was in Q3. So yeah, I think. Oh yeah, Isaac had a I think accident in Q2, so he didn't.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Liam is also a good driver. If Isaac Hadjar is getting that car into Q3, I think Liam Lawson will definitely get that car into Q3.
Yep.
So yeah, I think even Australia, Hadja was P11, Yuki was P5 in qualifying. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think Liam Lawson is easily getting that car into Q3. No doubt about it. Okay, uh, we now go on to the race. Who's winning?
Whew.
Is according to you, is Lando winning from pole, or are we going to see a surprise?
I want to go for Oscar Piastri to win this
Oh,
race. I think Oscar is coming of age this season. We've already seen it in the first two races. I mean, although he made a mistake in Australia, he was still right at the back of Lando,
yeah.
and he got that well-deserved win in China, right?
Hmm.
So I think he's coming of age. He's probably at his peak. He's not at his peak. I mean, basically, he's at the peak of his McLaren career right now. So
Yeah.
I feel that he's got a lot more to gain, and he's gaining very quickly as well. So I'm hoping McLaren, have basically what do you say, equal parity between the drivers fighting for the championship. So that's what we want.
Hmm.
And I think Oscar will get the better of Lando this race. I feel that track suits someone like an Oscar more than Lando for some weird reason. So I'm gonna go for Oscar to lead a McLaren 1-2 basically.
Hmm.
So similar to last race, but
Okay.
Oscar does it probably the same convincing fashion he did last race.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah. I don't know. I've kind of painted myself into a corner with saying Hamilton will get pole, and also okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Right. Um. If it does end up raining or the track is damp, I think Max is going to be very strong despite the difficulties of that car. So I think, yeah, I would say it's probably going to be a fight between Max and Lewis. Probably. I mean, again, these are predictions, but yeah, I think it's going to be a fight between Max and Lewis at the front. We did see the McLaren boys, kind of, the in the rain they're not as good. I mean, two young drivers. I mean, they'll obviously take some time to get good in the rain, but we do know Max and Lewis traditionally very very strong in wet conditions. So I think we will see those two compete for the win. And I think I will, if it's between Max and Lewis in changing conditions, Sorry, man. I can't trust Ferrari to deliver. I think I think we'll see Max win it. Like we'll probably see Lewis driving well. Ferrari leaves him on inters for 2 laps extra, and he just falls down the field, finishes P6 or something, and then Lewis,
I hope they don't do that because they already did that once. They lost. It cost them a podium.
yeah.
And if a team had to learn from its mistakes, it's Ferrari at the moment. So hopefully
But
it does
when
not
has
happen.
Ferrari ever learned from his mistakes?
But you're right. I mean, if you had to give the benefit of the doubt, you'd probably give it to the Red Bull team more than the
Yeah.
Ferrari team.
I mean, the
So
car might be trash, but the strategy is always spot on.
all well-oiled machine, I would
Yeah.
say, Red Bull.
Yeah.
So I
I
think
mean, they didn't win
Ferrari
4 titles for
sometimes feels
nothing.
like they're like someone who's new to F1 for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how Ferrari always picks the worst possible outcomes, man. Like, remember last year, Carlos Sainz literally saying, "No,
Yeah,
you do this. No, shut up. Just do this. Do what I'm telling you."
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I guess the last part of our predictions, again, continuing from what we did last time before Shanghai, who's going to be the best rookie? Obviously, we try to want to, kind of remove the car from this because otherwise it's just going to be
Yeah.
Kimi Antonelli every weekend. So,
Yep.
yeah, maybe you should say which rookie do you think will impress us the most, right? So, yeah, I mean, if Kimi is in like P5, P6, yeah, I mean, that's sure. I mean, he had a rocket, so it's expected. But like if Isaac Hadjar comes P5, like, oh my God, what is happening? Right. So, yeah, which
Yeah.
which rookie do you think will impress us the most this weekend?
Mm, I would say Isaac is himself because he's had a good race now in China and now he's got a new
Yes.
teammate 2 races into the season. So he probably want to do well against his teammate as well. Good a driver as Liam Lawson is. So I would think Isaac has something in store for Japan and we'll see how what he does apart from Kimi
Hmm.
on the grid. So I think if you're not
Yep.
talking about Keenan and Isaac, definitely win this race. I think he's got to be the one to look out for.
Yeah. Well, personally, I think you're sleeping on a certain Ollie Behrman. Uh, he was
But is it the car which is not good? That's the issue I have
no,
with
even
Audi.
with the car not
It's
being
despite how
good.
good a driver he is, the car is absolutely terrible right now.
Yeah, no, I get it, but I think even with the car not being good, he finished what P11 before the
Hmm.
disqualifications last weekend at Shanghai, and
Hmm.
then he became P8 with all the disqualifications. So yeah, and I think yeah, he's doing well. Like he was just what was it, 12 seconds behind Ocon in a 56 lap race. So yeah, I mean, if he's less
Yeah.
than half a second behind his teammate in a challenging car, and very tough conditions in China as well. And if you see the tires and all that stuff. So I am personally putting my money and oh, another thing I forget, in the China sprint he finished ahead of Esteban Ocon, Ollie Behrman. So yeah, I think yeah, Hajar obviously I hope he does continues to do well. He has a good car. I just hope Racing Bulls fixes the strategy, man. Like they're letting the drivers down. The drivers are both drivers are driving really well, right? Sunoda and Hadjar for the first races. I'm sure Liam Lawson will drive well too. But I think Racing Bulls should stop copying Ferrari and start copying their parent team so that they have good strategy.
I think that's the best piece of advice you've given on this channel. Stop copying out Ferrari. Stop, stop inventing.
Yes.
Start doing things like
Yeah.
Red
Stop
Bull.
having plan B, C, D, E,
Yeah.
F, G. Stop telling your drivers to
Yeah.
practice overtake buttons in the middle of the race.
Like, do they have plans till Z and then if the plan Z also doesn't work, do they go like plan double A or something? Yeah, damn funny. So yeah, good shot, Ollie Behrman. I've totally overlooked him. But I
Yeah,
think so it does come down to Ollie versus Isaac.
yeah,
So Isaac is in a much better car. Ollie is in a much worse car. So we'll see how it goes in like P8. You'll probably still give it to Ollie, right?
yeah, yeah. And the reason I bring up Ollie is he finished ahead of Agile last race. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think Ollie's having a great season. I mean, we did see his talent last year, right? When he subbed in for Carlos in where was that? Saudi?
Yep.
Yeah, and he casually
Saudi.
delivers
Yeah.
a P7. Like he's like, yeah, first drive ever in F1 car. Sure, you have a Ferrari, but still, Saudi is a very challenging track. And I don't think he ever drove there before either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think yeah, excited to see Ollie as well. Um, so yeah, I think yeah, that's it for our predictions.